help you with today?
So, I used to be a really keen swimmer.
Uh-huh.
I was going to the pool around 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
I was starting to get really good and get fit, and I was really close to being able to join the team.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I'm really struggling with my motivation to go to the swimming pool and to practice. I'm having such long days at work,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I get home, I just haven't got the energy to go, really.
Okay. Okay. No problem at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you a few quick questions. We're going to try and get a baseline for where you're at. So on this scale, it's called the sport motivation scale. So when I ask you a question, if you answer 1, that means it doesn't correspond to your life at all. 7 is corresponds exactly. So we're just going to see where you're at motivation wise. Is that alright?
Yes.
Right, so the first question is, why do you practice sport? Number 1, for the pleasure I feel in living and exciting experiences. Does that correspond to your life or not?
Not at the minute, it
Not at the
doesn't,
moment.
no.
Okay, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Maybe a 2.
2, brilliant. For the pleasure it gives me to know more about the sport that I practice. Again, scale of 1 to 7.
Probably a 1.
1. I used to have good reasons for doing sport, but now I am asking myself if I should continue doing it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's how I'm
That's
feeling at the
exactly
moment.
right. For the pleasure of discovering new training techniques.
Not at the minute,
Not at
not
the moment.
anymore.
1 or 2.
2, please, for
Yeah.
that one.
I don't know anymore. You have the impression of being capable of succeeding in the sport.
Definitely maybe a 6 for that
Okay.
one.
Because it allows me to be well regarded by people that I know. Does that really correspond? No.
Not at the moment,
Not at the
no.
moment.
About a 2 for
2.
that one, yeah.
Because in my opinion it's one of the best ways to meet people.
I don't feel like meeting people at all at the moment,
Okay,
so 1 for that one.
Brilliant. Because I feel a lot of personal satisfaction while mastering certain difficult training techniques.
Again, not at the
Not at
moment,
the
so
moment.
2.
2, brilliant. Because it is absolutely necessary to do sports if you want to be in shape.
I would love to be back in shape, but I just don't have the motivation, so maybe a 1 for that.
Brilliant. For the procedure of being an athlete.
Again, a 1 for that one.
Yeah. Because it is one of the best ways I have chosen to develop other aspects of myself.
Maybe a 2 for
2.
that one, yeah.
For the pleasure I feel while improving some of my weak points.
No, not at the moment.
At the moment.
2
2.
again. Yeah.
For the excitement I feel when I'm really involved in the activity.
I can't get involved at the moment the way I'm feeling, so a 1 for that one.
Because I must do sports to feel good about myself.
I'm not feeling very good at the moment, so no for that one.
For the satisfaction I experience while I'm perfecting my abilities.
No.
Again a 1.
A 1 for that, yeah.
Yeah. Because people around me think it's important to be in shape.
2,
2.
yeah.
Because it's a good way to learn lots of things which would be useful to me in other areas of my life.
Probably 2 again.
2 again.
Yeah.
For the intense emotions I feel doing a sport that I like.
We'll go for a 1 with that
1.
one.
It is not clear to me anymore. I don't really think my place is in sport.
That is 100% true for me at the moment.
Brilliant. For the pleasure that I feel while executing certain difficult movements.
No.
No.
2 for that.
Okay. Because I would feel bad if I was not taking time to do it. Just you not having time maybe.
Well, I am feeling really bad that I don't have
Yeah.
the time or the motivation at the minute to do
Okay.
that.
So 1 or 2.
Yeah.
To show others how good I am at my sport.
Not at the minute,
Not at the
no.
moment. For the pleasure that I feel while learning training techniques that I have never tried before.
No, not at the
No,
moment
no.
again.
Because it is one of the best ways to maintain good relationships with my friends.
I mean, I would like to go back
Mhm.
into the pool and build these relationships again with
Yeah.
people. I just don't feel that I'm able at the minute, so maybe a 2 for that
2
one.
for that one.
Yeah.
Because I like the feeling of being totally immersed in the activity.
2.
2.
Yeah.
pleasure of discovering new performance strategies.
2 again.
2 again. I often ask myself, I can't seem to achieve the goals that I set for myself.
Definitely.
Definitely. Brilliant. 1 or 2, 3.
Um,
4, 5, 6, 7.
7 for that
7.
one.
Brilliant. Okay. So I'm just going to ask a couple more questions.
Okay.
Why did you first choose the sport? Is it swimming?
Swimming, yeah.
So what made you first choose that?
I used to do swimming when I was younger, so it was just something that I went back to and felt comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And some past injuries as well. Obviously,
Okay.
swimming helps with that.
Okay.
We all feel a bit lighter in the pool, so that's why I chose that
Brilliant.
one.
What makes you continue to swim? What in the past? What has been your main? What has made you do that? Continue to get in the pool.
Yeah, so continuing to get in the pool was just enhancing my fitness. I felt so much better in myself, both physically and mentally as well. So I thought that it really helped my mental health to
Yeah.
be in the pool
Okay.
and to be having that time swimming.
Okay. Is your motivation affecting your swimming and your training?
Definitely, because I feel like I can't go at the moment.
Okay.
I'm just struggling to actually get there and get in the
Right.
pool. I mean, the other week I turned up at the pool and I just couldn't bring myself to get changed and get
Okay.
in.
No problem. How's the enjoyment factor gone from your swimming?
I think in a way it has. If
Uh-huh.
I was to feel good again, I think I would enjoy it again.
Okay.
But at the moment, I just, as I say, I just kind of bring myself to do it.
Okay. If you could challenge yourself with one aspect of your swimming, what would it be? Would it be swim further? Would it be to have a better technique? What would it be?
It would be to get a bit faster and a bit fitter
Okay.
in the pool. I can do the lengths in a decent time when I'm in the right frame of mind, but I would
Okay.
like to get so much fitter so that I can do
Okay.
it quicker.
Brilliant. Okay, so after going through those questions and having a listen to what you've got to say, I think you're obviously massively struggling with your motivation and the goals that you set for yourself.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do is I'd like to put a 6-week intervention into place.
Okay.
If you're alright with that?
That sounds excellent, thank
Brilliant.
you.
So what we'll do is we'll check back in every 2 weeks to see where you are with your goals and if you're going alright with this and if there's anything we can improve, bring in. And then we'll have another chat at the end of the 6 weeks to
Okay.
see if any of your scores have improved.
Okay.
Is that alright?
Thank you very much.
Hi, welcome back.
Thanks.
Thanks, how's it been going?
It's been going really well actually. I think
Good.
some of those interventions that we've put into place. Okay, good stuff.
So hi, right, so
Just-
yeah.
Just stop it and put it in either of you and put it back
Yeah,
down.
yeah. That's what we'll do. Hi, nice to see you again.
Hi, it's
How's
nice
it
to be
been?
back.
How's it been? Been good?
Yeah.
Good. So after reviewing your results from the questionnaire, I've managed to put like a 6-week intervention into place.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to set you some small targets that are attainable for you.
Mhm.
So the first thing I want you to do is to set weekly goals for your training.
Okay.
Do you think that's something that you can do?
Yeah, I think that sounds like
Yeah.
a good idea.
So every 2 weeks I want you to set goals for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So what do you think could be your first 2-week goals?
I would like my first goal to be about my motivation.
Okay.
So to feel like an increase in motivation of wanting to go and to get into the pool again.
What about the 2 weeks after that?
After that, I would just like to increase the amount of times that I'm going and the amount of times that I'm actually getting in and swimming.
Brilliant. And the final 2 weeks, what would you like to achieve?
I would like to be somewhere close back to where I was
Okay.
before I started to feel this way. So trying to go to the pool 4 times a week and
Uh-huh.
really enjoying it again. That's the
Brilliant.
main thing.
Brilliant. So what I want you to do when you go home is I want you to write down those goals somewhere visible so that you
Okay.
don't ever lose sight of those goals because those goals are really attainable for you to feel in this session.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can do that.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So that's your goal set. So music has been found to be a really good way of motivating people.
Okay.
It's just been found just gets you in the right frame of mind, keeps you in that zone. So what I want you to do before, every time you go to the pool, whether it's on the way to the pool, whether it's in the changing rooms, I just want you to pop some music on.
Okay, any song I want?
So try and make it quite high tempo
Okay.
or with inspirational lyrics. So it can be something, music from films has been known to be a good thing. So they're the high tempo. It's just a really good way to keep you in that mindset that you want to go and do something.
Excellent.
Yeah, do you think that could be attainable?
Yeah, I really like films with music and stuff, so I'm sure I can find some that.
Brilliant. So I want you to try that. Maybe every couple of weeks we'll see if it's working, if it's not,
Okay.
and then we can change it as we see fit.
Okay.
I also would like you to keep a training diary.
Right. Okay.
So it can just be it's just a few lines every time you go to the pool. I can use that as a way to see your improvements.
Okay.
So if you write that you've done 10 lengths on week 1, and by week 6 we're on 25 lengths an hour,
Okay.
we can then see where the improvements are making as we go through the 2-week steps. We can see where we're going.
Brilliant.
Is that alright?
Yes.
And this is something that's quite new. We're going to use video. I want you to video some of your sessions.
Okay.
It's a way you can positively self-review yourself. So what we can do is we can video it, put together the best kind of clips, and you can watch and see how your performance is
Okay.
and the skills that you need to improve on from that. But we need to use that as a positive reinforcement.
Okay.
So we don't want to see any bad things on there. We want to see how you do that.
Okay.
Is that alright?
That's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
And you did say you don't find swimming fun anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
So we need to try and make it fun again.
Okay.
So instead of just going through lengths, enjoy the pool.
Okay.
Enjoy, even do fun timing sessions. Just try and enjoy your sport again.
Okay.
Yeah? Is that
Yeah.
alright?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Does that sound attainable to you?
It does, and I've got a couple of friends at the pool that I'm sure
Uh-huh.
will join in with
Join
this.
in, yeah.
And that might spur me on to keep going.
100%.
Yeah, that sounds excellent.
Does that
Thank
sound
you very
excellent?
much.
No problem at all. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm feeling good, thanks.
How's your first 2 weeks of this little training program been?
It's been going quite well, actually. I've visited the pool a couple of times,
Okay.
and I've been doing the music that you
Has
told
the
me to
music
do.
worked really well?
The music's been great.
Has it?
Yeah, I've been using it in the car on the way to the
Oh,
pool
have
as
you?
well. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I've been turning it right up,
Uh-huh.
and just feeling really good about myself and starting to think about those laps that I'm going to do on
Right.
the way. It's
Oh,
worked
brilliant.
really well.
Yeah, and how is the goal setting? How's that gone?
Yeah, I'm trying to build up my time going, trying to go a bit more often.
Okay.
I've got a family member who's decided that they want to start coming along with me.
Oh, brilliant.
So that feels really good. They don't drive, so
Uh-huh.
it means that I have to drive to the pool, so it's another motivator. So
Okay.
they can't get there without me. So it's sort of making me want to go a bit more,
brilliant.
picking them up and driving down. So it is definitely starting to work. I'm starting to feel a lot better,
Quite
yeah.
about yourself. Have you achieved the 2 goals you set for the first 2 weeks?
I have, yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really happy with that.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And how's the training diary going? Are you keeping a diary of what you're doing in the pool?
Yeah, I am. I am keeping a diary. As I'm working through that diary, I'm starting to notice that I'm trying to beat the score before.
Okay, so, a bit of competition with yourself.
So I'm
yeah,
starting to
great.
think, okay, I can beat this next time, and then I'm doing a few more lengths.
Right, brilliant.
And I have been trying to keep it a little bit more fun, so I've been setting some challenges for myself
Right.
as well. So I've been sort of watching the clock and trying to beat that the next time on my
Right, okay.
speed. Or if I'm swimming next to somebody, I'm trying to get up to them and beat them and keep up with them.
So the motivation's getting a bit better?
The motivation's definitely getting a bit better, yeah. I'm starting to feel better in myself as well.
Oh, brilliant. And have you tried to do any of the videos? Like, have you managed to put any clips together for yourself?
I've managed to put a couple of clips together. It's been a little bit difficult at times because there's so many other people in the pool.
Okay, yeah.
So I've had to ask permission to do the videos. I've managed to get a couple of them and get some of the clips put together. And that's working quite well because it's given me something that I can pick up on and think I need to improve on that. I need to keep going and get better.
Yeah, so hopefully in a couple of weeks when you watch those videos back, you'll see the improvement from weeks 1 and 2 in weeks 5 and 6.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's what I'm aiming to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Brilliant. So is there anything from this plan that you feel like we need to add, we need to take away? Is there anything you want to change?
One of the things that I found really useful, especially on the drive there, is sort of visualising what I'm going to be doing in the pool. So maybe that's something that we could add in to do a little bit more often.
Okay, so you want to add some visualisation to that?
Yeah, I think that seems to be working really well.
That's what works for you, we can add that in. So maybe just spend, before you go to the pool, spend maybe 15-20 minutes beforehand just visualising what you were going to do and what you want to gain from that session in the pool.
Yeah, I'll definitely give that a go.
Do you want to add that? So is there anything else that you would like to add or anything you'd like to take out?
No, I think everything else is working really well. I think it was a really good plan.
Brilliant. So what we'll do is we'll check in again in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And we'll see how you're going with the training diary, music, your goals, because I feel like your goals are one of the most important things.
Yeah.
And then we'll check in again at 6 and we'll see where we're at.
Brilliant.
That sound alright?
That sounds great.
Brilliant.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
coming in.
No problem.
Are you alright?
Hello there, yes, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How you been? You all good?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I've been really good, thanks.
Brilliant. So what I want to do in this session is just run through over your session plan that was set out.
Mhm.
See if you've reached your goals, anything we could improve on, anything you'd add next time, or anything you'd like to take away. Is that alright?
That would be great, thanks.
Brilliant. So week 1, we'll ask you to do 1 session for 1 hour and do 20 lengths. Did you manage to achieve that? Did you struggle to achieve it? How was your motivation within that? So, yeah?
Yeah, so week 1 was the most difficult week. It was really tough trying to get the motivation back up to actually go there and to get in the pool and to start swimming.
Okay.
I did as close to an hour as I could. I did manage the 20 lengths.
Brilliant.
I was really tired afterwards. Obviously, I haven't done much training up
Uh-huh.
till that point. But I did manage to stay in the pool and to keep going with the lengths. So that was
Brilliant.
quite good.
So week 1 was a success, yeah, you would say?
Yeah, I was pleased.
Brilliant. So then we went on to week 2 and we doubled the sessions. Slightly improved the time that you had to spend in the pool, which is 1 hour 15 minutes, and we asked you to do 30 lengths. How was that? Did any of the motivation tools help you with that as the time increased?
They did, yeah. I was starting to feel more motivated by this point. I was looking at it as though I've gotten through week 1,
Okay.
now just push and get through week 2,
Okay.
just taking it 1 week at a time. It was difficult in terms of fitness.
Okay.
However, the motivation was definitely getting better by this point.
Okay.
And I did manage to do the required amount of lengths.
Brilliant. So by week 3 we were really ramped it up a little bit. We were asking for 3 sessions, 1 hour 30 minutes and 50 lengths. Did you find it got harder then? Did you struggle anymore? Did you manage to do it quite easily? What was week 3 thinking?
Yeah, so week 3 I would say was probably the most difficult.
Okay.
So the middle of the plan.
Uh-huh.
I did find a bit of a lull in motivation coming into week 3.
Okay.
I think it was quite daunting, just the thought of having to do that many lengths, pushing myself
Right.
to stay in the pool for that amount of time.
Okay.
However, once I did get there,
Mhm.
I felt so much better just
Did
to
you?
be there and to be
Brilliant.
at the pool and be ready to swim. So it definitely got better when I got there. It was just the prospect
Prospect
I
of
think,
going
of
there.
thinking, oh my goodness, this is such a big
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah. We said in previous sessions that you started going with your friends. At
Yeah.
what point did they come into their training plan?
Just after week 3.
Just after the next session. Brilliant.
Yeah, just after week 3.
Brilliant. So we'll go on to that now. So in week 3 we asked you for 4 sessions. Each session lasted 1 hour 40 minutes, and we asked you to do 60 lengths of the pool. How did that go? Did your friends come in with your help? Was it hard with your friends? How did week 4 go?
Week 4 was great. I was top of the world,
Okay.
full of motivation, and that was definitely because I had somebody to go with.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. It was nice to have somebody to travel there with as well.
Yeah.
Have the conversations about what we're going to do when we get there. It really set it up for me to go in. And I think also by this point, my fitness was starting to pick up a little bit, so I was definitely finding the lengths easier than I had previously,
Okay.
which then increased the motivation because I thought I can go, I can do this. So I really had a positive attitude around week 4.
Okay. Did you include your friend in any of the motivational sessions, like the music on the way there? Did that help them? Did that help you both? Did that increase your motivation?
It was great. It really increased our
Mhm.
motivation. We used the music in the car on the way. We had a little sing along.
Yeah.
A little bit of a dance on the way there in the car. And that really got us both ready in the mood
brilliant.
to get there and start training. So I think that my friend's going to try and keep that up as
Oh,
well with the
brilliant.
music.
Have you also included your friend in the goal setting? Did she do the same session as you, or?
She did in the same session as me. She didn't set her own goals. She was just really supporting me to meet my goals.
Okay, oh, that's
which
great.
was great. It's really nice to have somebody who's so supportive and who wants you to succeed and who understands why you're doing things.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, we've got to week 5. Again, the session count went up. It was 5 sessions, 2 hours and 70 lengths. Now, 2 hours is quite a long time to be in the pool. Did you do anything around that? Was it just swimming, or did you do some poolside exercises?
I
Things
did,
like that?
yeah. It was a bit too long just to be swimming, so I did do some poolside exercises as well, mainly around stretching.
Okay.
I've got a reoccurring shoulder problem,
Oh, okay.
so I felt the need to get out at times and to really stretch that out,
Okay.
just to try and prevent any kind of further injury in terms of that. I also spent a little bit of time on the side doing the positive imagery.
Oh,
that we
yeah,
talked
the
about,
yeah.
the
The
visualization.
visualization, yeah.
So within that 2 hours, there was some swim time, some positive visualization, and some stretching.
Oh, okay. And did you find the 70 lengths hard or not? Or was it quite an easy achievement, getting to week 5 and being that little bit fitter?
It was still tough to do, but my fitness was increasing
Okay.
by then. It is a lot of lengths, to try and do, especially when you're getting out and then having a bit of time to do some stretching, getting back into your rhythm and your pace.
Oh, okay.
I did manage it.
Brilliant.
I did manage it, and I felt really good about managing it. I really thought that I'd achieved something by that week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So by week 6 we kept the sessions the same. We actually kept the time the same, because I think anything over 2 hours you might start getting a bit demotivated. But we asked you to do 100 lengths each session. Did you reach that goal? I know that was maybe a bit of a distant goal that we had at the start, but did you manage to complete the 6-week plan?
I did manage to complete
Brilliant.
the 6-week plan, and I did achieve the 100 lengths
Okay.
again, so I was really pleased with that.
Right.
And by week 6, there was a few more people in the pool with me, people
Right.
who I'd created a bit of a relationship with.
Okay.
They were really cheering me on to keep going to
Okay.
reach the 100 lengths.
Brilliant.
So it was a bit of a group effort, which was excellent for motivation. It kept me wanting to go and keep trying. And in the end, I did do the 100 lengths.
Oh, brilliant.
So I was really pleased with that. Felt
Brilliant.
like I'd accomplished.
Real accomplishment. Brilliant. So would you carry on using these methods, like the motivational methods such as the music and the positive motivational, the visual aids, and using training plans like this going forward?
Definitely, I think the training plan has really helped me to set goals. It's given me something to aim for and to achieve. I think without the training plan, I wouldn't have achieved as much. I wouldn't have gone as often, so my motivation would have stayed quite low, and I wouldn't have achieved the number of lengths that we set. So I definitely think that creating another training plan is a good idea. Something that I would like to do is to include other people within the training plan. So maybe create something together with a friend or with other people at the pool and see if we can kind of reach those goals together. One of the things that they've decided to start doing in the pool is to swim a certain length from one place to another. So many miles, and then that's measured across the lengths. So as a team, what we're going to do is we're going to get together and try and reach that length. So we're going to keep swimming and keep recording these, recording the tallies.
Brilliant. Oh, that's a brilliant way to set your goals and keep you motivated.
That's what I thought as well. We're going to get some sponsorships for doing this as well and raise some money for charity while we're doing it. So that's a real motivator to keep going and raise this money.
So you feel fully motivated now and back in the game?
I do. I feel great.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all your help and your training plans. You've been so helpful.
Brilliant. No problem. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
So how have you been? How's your last 2 weeks been?
It's been fantastic.
Has it?
Yeah, I've
Good.
really been enjoying it.
Right, yeah, that's great. So have you achieved all your goals this week?
I have.
You have?
Yeah, I'm
Brilliant.
pleased to say I have.
Brilliant. Training time have been going alright the past 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm increasing the lengths
Are
each
you?
week.
Brilliant.
Definitely.
Brilliant. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to check we'll have a final little check out to see where you are motivational wise, goals wise.
Yep.
We'll do the same questionnaire as we did at the start
Okay.
and see if that's improved, made any improvements or anything like that. Is that alright?
That is great.
Brilliant. So again, 1 is low, 7 is high.
Okay.
I just would like to know your answers for these. So why do you practice your sport? Is it for the pleasure I feel in living exciting experiences?
Definitely. Yeah, really enjoy going again.
Do you enjoy sort of maybe a 5 or a 6?
I would say
A
6.
6, brilliant. For the pleasure it gives me to know more about the sport that I practice.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Probably about a 5 for that.
5, brilliant. I used to have good reasons for doing sport, but now I am asking myself if I should continue doing it.
Not at all.
Not at all, so that's
Not at
come
all,
down,
yeah.
brilliant. For the pleasure of discovering new training techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. Go quite high for that one. I think.
Brilliant.
That's something that I've been looking into with trying to increase my speed
Uh-huh.
and increase how many lengths I'm doing.
Brilliant.
So looking at the video clips as well and
Does that really help?
trying to assess my technique
Uh-huh.
and then looking around on the internet, speaking to coaches
Uh-huh.
at the pool about how I can improve. So that's definitely a good one there.
Brilliant. So I go 6 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah? I don't know anymore. I have the impression of being incapable of succeeding in the sport.
Not at all.
Not at all, that's come down as
yeah,
well.
I mean, I'm sure that I can succeed. I've
Brilliant.
actually put my name down to join back in with the club as
Oh,
well.
have you?
Club swimming, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, that's a massive improvement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it allows me to be well regarded by people that I know.
Maybe kind of in the middle with that
Okay.
one. A lot of people that I know are doing the swimming as well.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we've got a lot in common.
Oh, brilliant. Because I feel a lot of personal satisfaction while mastering certain difficult training techniques.
Definitely.
Yeah,
High for
brilliant.
that
So that's gone high again, brilliant. Because it is absolutely necessary to do sports if one wants to be in shape. Do you feel fitter after doing
I
this
do feel
intervention?
fitter. I would put maybe in the middle for
Okay.
that one. Because the one thing that I'm trying to focus on is
Uh-huh.
my mental health when I'm
Okay.
swimming as well.
Brilliant. For the prestige of being an athlete.
Maybe yeah,
Okay.
maybe in the middle for
In
that
the middle,
one.
brilliant.
Again, I'm more interested in my health
Okay.
personally.
Brilliant. Because it is one of the best ways I have chosen to develop other aspects of myself.
Definitely, that's what I found actually. That because I'm more motivated and I'm feeling better
Yeah.
about the swimming, other aspects of my life are starting to go well again.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm starting to eat a little bit better.
Uh-huh.
I'm having better relationships with people.
Okay.
I'm not as irritable all the time.
Yeah, not as
So
stressed.
yeah, I definitely agree with
brilliant.
that one.
For the pleasure I feel while improving some of my weak points, do you feel like you're improving yourself as a person? Any weak points
Again,
you have?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Definitely.
brilliant. For the excitement I feel when I'm really involved in the activity.
Yeah, so that's something that I've definitely felt. I've started to immerse myself back into swimming again.
Brilliant.
When I'm in the pool, that's all that I can think about,
Yeah,
swimming. I
that's
haven't got
exactly
other
what
worries
we
on my
want.
mind.
Because I must do sports to feel good about myself.
I definitely feel better about myself when I'm involved with sport, with
Okay.
swimming. So maybe a 5 or 6 for
5
that
or
one.
6, brilliant. For the satisfaction I experience while I'm perfecting my abilities.
Definitely.
Brilliant. Because people around me think it's important to be in shape.
I'm not really bothered about what people around me think.
Good answer. Because it's a good way to learn lots of things which could be useful to me in other areas of my life.
Definitely, and one of the things that I have learned throughout this process is about setting goals for myself. So that's definitely something that I'm taking away from this.
Yeah, so that can help you in everyday life, even at work, setting a goal, what you want to do on a day-to-day at work. For the intense emotions I feel doing a sport that I like.
Definitely, yeah. So just the enjoyment's fantastic again.
Brilliant. It's not clear to me anymore. I don't really think my place in sport. Now you answered that quite low the first time. Has anything changed in that?
That has definitely changed. I know that I've got a place in sport to go swimming, to join the club.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Because I would feel bad if I was not taking time to do it.
Yeah, because last time when I wasn't taking time, I did feel bad. I felt awful.
Brilliant. To show others how good I am at doing my sport.
No, not really that one.
Brilliant.
Again, it's more for
low.
me.
Brilliant. For the pleasure I feel while learning training techniques that I've never done before.
Yeah, I enjoy that one. I enjoy trying new things in the pool as well.
Brilliant. Because it's one of the best ways to maintain good relationships with my friends.
Definitely, I've got a lot of friends at the swimming club and I've made new friends as well.
Brilliant. Because I like the feeling of being totally immersed in this activity.
Yes.
Yes.
Very high for that one.
Because I must do sports regularly.
Yeah, relatively high for that one as well.
Maybe go 5. For the pleasure of discovering new performance strategies.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
So that intervention's really helped you strategise where you would like to take your swimming.
It totally has, yeah. And I've had a chat with some people at the pool, some coaches who've offered to help me going forward as well.
Oh, brilliant. I often ask myself, I can't seem to achieve the goals that I have set for myself.
Well, I've definitely achieved my goals.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So that takes on to the intervention, and have we achieved the goals that we set out in the intervention? So are you now more motivated to go to the swimming pool?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are you enjoying it more?
I'm absolutely loving it.
Brilliant.
Really enjoying going again.
Brilliant. The performance goals you set for yourself in the weekly intervals, have you achieved all of those?
I have, yeah.
You have?
I have.
Brilliant.
Definitely, I'm getting better and better. I'm getting faster.
Brilliant.
I'm getting more lengths in each time.
Brilliant. So do you feel less stressed? Do you feel less stressed at work? Is anything changed in your personal life because of it? Do you feel happier?
There hasn't been any big changes at work, but the one thing that I have managed to do when I leave work now, I can totally shut off from work, and I just go to the pool, and then it's all about the swimming, so the work isn't on my mind anymore.
And how likely to keep these motivations moving forward? Is that kind of like the music, the watching of the performance videos, the keeping of a diary, and the goal setting?
I think they've definitely all got a place.
Brilliant.
Moving forward in my training regimes, especially the music. I mean, I'm loving the music.
Brilliant. That's great to hear. Brilliant. Well, if there's anything else we can help with, you know where we are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I found you really, really helpful.
Oh, thanks. Get on. So what am I saying? Review training programme.
Okay, so let's review. Let's have a look over your training programme and see how you've gone. See how you've been doing through the week.
Yeah.
And then I would just be like really slow about it.
Yeah.
So week 1, you've got that.
Right. Oh, that's record. Are you alright? How are you feeling?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. How's your training programme been going?
It's been going really well, thanks. I've definitely been seeing an improvement in my training and in my attitude and motivation.
Brilliant. So what I want to do now is I just want to go through your 6-week programme week by week.
Okay.
To see how you found it, what you like, if there's anything you would have changed, anything we could improve on. Yeah, is that alright?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, so week 1, we set you need to do it's 1 session per week. For 1 hour and swim at least 20 lengths. Did you manage to do that? How was it? Stuff like that?
So week 1 was quite a difficult week trying to get back into it. What are you laughing at?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What are you laughing at?
Wait, how was that? Read that, you know, as well.
That was great until we got to the point where you just giggled.
It was a whole minute as well.
Yeah, so let's do the same.